The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon, many of the villagers you have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alette, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually, you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment to introduce you to his wife and son, and you soon set out again. Plus 165 clansmen, plus 22 fighters, not bad. And 10 renown, and a lot of supplies, that's good. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleif approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleif has gathered up the long banner from the caravan, and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogr. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you chieftain now? It looks that way. I guess so, yeah. Oh, then that means... You're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogr throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she was here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. What? I guess it's like the, I can't even remember any movies nowadays. Good Will Hunting, when Ben Affleck was like, every day I come, hoping you won't be here. The section of the banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this dredge, leaving home, and... Yeah, see, I was right. Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. I'm more worried about why you disappeared. No. They would have killed others. I had to make a hard choice. Because the dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run. But I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? You might have to someday. Oh, shit. Let's lay some, hardcore, old school, tough love type parenting on Alette's ass here. I guess I would do it if I really had to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. Dad, I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogr is your burden now. Okie dokie. I guess we can talk to Oddleif. Let's do that. Well, actually, some people are into promotions, so let's do that first. Yeah. We will promote Ivor, though. Ivor needs to be good. The problem with Ivor is that he just gets completely, gang fucked, and then he ends up not very good. Strength determines both HP and damage, right? I don't know why. He has so much HP, he just, takes a lot of damage, too. So I feel like we should spec him as a sort of tanky type character. We're going to give him armor, and we're going to give him strength. And I think that's a good idea. Because Ivor, he just, dies every single battle now. It's kind of silly. Mogan and Hogan have no, yeah, Hogan, yeah, they're not very good. But yeah, we should be fine. Actually, you know what, Oddleif? You're pretty sweet. I like you. You're a cool person. I think you're cool. And, yeah, you know what? Well, you can keep it. No, we should really give it to freaking, we should really give it to Ivor. I'm talking about this thing. This? Yeah. Because, well, to be honest, he doesn't need strength. Rook doesn't need dodge, right? He doesn't need dodge. Actually, this should be given to Ivor because it's so important for him. And we can keep the hook on Oddleif. I think that's a good idea because Ivor is going to get that dodge chance, which is going to keep him alive. Also, Alette is way better than Hogan and Mogan, so we're going to take out Mogan, and we're going to put in Alette. Wait, they're both Mogan? No, okay. I was like, what's going on here? Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run with Alette, because Alette is much, much better. than Mogan and Hogan. Archers in this game are freaking OP as shit, man. Wait, you were over here, now you're over there. Okay. That's fine with me. How are you doing, God? I'm alright. Oh, but I realized after I handed you the banner, I probably gave the wrong impression. My husband's still in and out of consciousness. It doesn't look good. It's harder than I thought it would be, just not knowing. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleif before I was born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman, what does that even mean? Oh. God damn it. Oh, shit. I guess we'll go, it means your people look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook, it's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In many years you've known the chieftain's wife. This is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. Yeah, you want that banner, don't you, Oddleif? I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. Yeah, why does this guy have like a billion options that are just, You know what? I'm going to go with, I feel like, look, it's not about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? What happens when someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is my husband and I could never have a child. Is Oddleif coming on to Rook? Is that what's happening here? Oh my gosh. Lady, your husband is still alive. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to camp. +5 renown. How did we get renown by talking to someone who is in our own camp? I don't get it. Game, do we need to rest? Our morale is so good. We don't need to rest. Like, we have good morale. What does this do? Options. Okay. I feel like I've made that mistake before. I feel like I've made it before at least once in the course of this Let's Play. What does this do? Oh, it just hides it. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you in less than a week. Sure, good for you, bro. You nod in understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder and the fighters depart. +5 renown, -8 fighters. Okie dokie. Oh, we're almost at Frostvellr. Complaints of excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting the supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Startford's leg before leading it to you. Ban him from camping near others in the future. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. I don't know what that will do, but okay. Groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before manages to find another to drink, whether you allow it or not. I feel like this has happened before too. I'm getting this like crazy deja vu here. Didn't this guy, like the guy who caused the commotion and then made him apologize or some shit? Dread, shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Rafton. The unabashed drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Rafton. Ready yourself for dredge, just in case. Well, no. I trust my scouts more than Rockner. This guy's being such an asshole. Let's, banish? No. If we banish him, then he's an asshole. Let him deliver justice. A swift and brutal beating falls Rockner and leaves him begging for mercy. The next time he is offered mead, the man shies away in fear. As for the rest of the caravan, everyone seems pretty satisfied. See, a good old-fashioned group beating just brings the whole caravan together.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellr now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against dredge as well.
I really, really hope this is not lagging in the recording, because for me, it is buttery smooth. But every time this shit happens, it seems to lag in the recording. I don't know why it is. I have tried switching to another hard drive, so hopefully it'll work. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellr for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't just stay outside in the open like this. Oddleif finds you among the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is going to be let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotsbrock, Greyhorn, and people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellr has locked himself in this great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I feel like Ivor is also like Batman. I know Eagle is Batman, but maybe Ivor is like Alfred? Sure, why not? Let's go with that. We have to get in there? Yeah. We're getting in the wall. Somehow, I want to know more about what's going on in there. Let's lay low for now. Yeah, I want to know more about what's going on in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really, really hard. God damn it, I like Ivor. Alright, let's check out the market here. A Warrior's Oath. +1 willpower, not fantastic. Nami's Ring. 2 strength deflected, +1 will per kill. This seems absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, no one can use it, so we're not going to buy it. Singing Stone. A rare crystal that when struck... Oh my god, 2 will per kill? This is amazing. I'm going to buy this shit. This is good too, but we don't have a... Yeah, this though, this is absolutely fucking amazing, because I use will all the time. If we get +2 will per kill... You know what though? Actually, this might not be that good, because usually the battle is over before we run out of willpower, as odd as that seems. So, it might not actually be a very good idea to buy this thing. You know? But then we can invest in that thing that uses up more willpower. And also the bad thing about this is you don't know who's going to get the willpower. It's actually not as good as I thought upon first glance. So we're going to leave the market for now. Let's take a look at... You know what? Let's just go to the gate. Let's go to the gate. You approach the gate where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors, several pincushioned bodies lie unclaimed, as though simply belonging there. Archers upon the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women blow intermittently, calling for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Ivor, did you really expect to push these gates open? Look, let's find out more from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Eagle pulls you aside. I was following the outside passage walls, he says, and there's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but a handful of us might get in and open the gates from inside. I guess that's probably the best option. You know what? Eagle is fucking Batman. And when Batman tells you to check out the water passage, you check out the water passage. I'm not fitting through there, says Ivor. When you arrive at the narrow ducts, go in without me. It looks like it'll get you on top of the walls and then down to the gate where you can open. All right, we won't use Ivor. Yeah, we won't use Ivor. That's fine. You know, Ivor, he is freaking awesome with his big-ass horns, but Eagle is Batman. So when Eagle said water, you should have guessed runoff. Still, you they're walking through shit. Still, you managed to squeeze your way through the tight stonework and force your way past an iron gate. You take the stairs to the top of the walls. As you approach the gate, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Okay. You know what, Mogan? You're the worst. But Hogan actually is available for combat. So yeah, we're gonna do this. I think this is good. Let's do it.